And we are live. Welcome, everybody. My name is TD. I'm joined by LarryFine, and we have Eugene from DeepMine.World. How you doing today, gentlemen?
I'm doing well. How about yourself, Eugene?
I'm good. Great, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so we're super excited to have you here. I know that I've spoken with some of your colleagues at the CGC conference. I think you guys were a sponsor or something of that, right?
Yeah, we were a sponsor, actually a participant. We had we joined the panel about the NFT games.
Yeah.
NFT games.
And I think you spoke at that, correct?
Yeah, I did actually.
Yeah, I unfortunately missed that, but I did see you on the lineup. Was that your first CGC conference?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, neat. I've been to a few of them. Yeah, the time on them is usually so difficult for me in the States. So like it starts at like 2 or 3 in the morning and then kind of goes overnight for me. But great. All right. So we have you here to talk to us about DeepMine. What is DeepMine?
Well, so DeepMine is obviously an NFT game, and it's a dystopian metaverse. And I think like the main thing about our game is that we developed a really cool storyline and a really cool economy. So I think like economy is the most important part of the game. So because there are a lot of games where you just have to have like three cards and exchange them for one more important one. And in DeepMine, the most important thing is an interaction with other players. So it's really a game. So what we have, like the model we have, is that we have a planet called Iliazar, and it's the last inhabited planet in this part of the space. Like all these stars have gone out, and the only thing for humans, the only source of energy that's left is the core of the planet. And so the purpose of the first stage of the game is to get to the core. And so we have different roles, but all the players need to work together. So it's like the fate of the humanity lies in hands of all the players, and they need to work together to get to the core, to extract energy. So basically, we have the planet that is divided into land plots. So it's like the most valuable NFT would be the part of the planet. So so we have landlords that have a part of the planet, but they can do anything on their own. They need other players to develop that land. So they need to, first of all, we would have players with different roles in terms of what NFTs they have, and different roles in terms of what profession they have in the game. So for example, to find a place to build a mine, you would have geologists. So it would be players who collected a particular types of NFTs, and they will get a certificate of a geologist. And they would be the only people who can find a place to build a mine. So even if you're a landlord, you have a most valuable NFT, you need to go to those people, and they will tell you where to build a mine. Then you need to find people that would actually build that mine. So the people who would own the mine. And then you would need to find, and those people will need to find players that will work on those mines. So the thing is that everyone is interconnected, everyone depends on each other. And that's like the core idea of the game is that, as someone said, it's a collective effort to get to the core.
Yeah, wow, that sounds incredible. So what inspired you guys to create this game? And I guess, why did you choose the Wax blockchain, aside from it being the best blockchain in the world?
So you asked me a question and then answered it to me.
Fair enough.
I think it's obvious, So first of all, it's, as you said, it's the best blockchain for NFTs, and I think like the audience, the appeal Vax has, it just was a no-brainer. I mean, I think we are thinking about going further after we we start the game, maybe like populate to other blockchains. What we decided to stick with Wax as the as the number one platform for the game like this.
Here's a question: Why is Wax the best? Either of you want to answer that? I have my own opinion on that.
Yeah, I love how it's free. Transactions are free, because I've been trying to branch off in other blockchains lately and getting into ETH and Binance and stuff. And Binance, at least the fees they're small compared to the other ones. But Wax, I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to stress about any of those fees.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah,
also,
another reason, like the infrastructure is there. You don't need to worry about that. So you just need to think about your thing, like the game, and they take care of everything else. And that's like super important, especially for a startup game like we are. This is a really important thing.
so what can you tell me about the team? I'm assuming you're the team member. What's your role with the team?
Oh, we are startups, so like we're jack of all trades here.
Dude, I hear that.
Yeah, so I assume a lot of roles, and one of those is like speaking to the external world.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, so we decided like I'm the one that's gonna go out there and tell about the game. So like I think we will roll out the team by stages, because we have a CEO who's like public now, so you can look him out on LinkedIn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that Nick?
Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
And we have a quite sophisticated like team of developers. They are
Excellent.
working on a like number of blockchain projects. So they have a great experience in that. So I don't know what I can tell you in particular. We have great game designers. We have great developers.
Yeah, this website is really cool. It's really well done.
Yeah, and I think what's important, and I want to like say it, that we will release all the game docs before the first sale. So it's not going to be like, oh, we have like neat pictures, come and get them. No, it's not gonna be like that. We're gonna publish a huge document telling all the mechanics of the game, telling all about the roles, what you can expect, and that's gonna be released before, and I promise you that, before the first sale. So that's very important. So people can come in, they can read it, and they can decide for themselves if they're interested or not. Not just, they don't need to believe in the idea or the pictures. They can read more about the game, about the story, and when we started developing, we thought it is very important, because I think there are a lot of projects in this field where they will just have a great website, they will draw a couple of pictures, and they say, okay, we're running a sale, come and get our pictures.
Yeah, I definitely I've seen quite a few projects that fall very short in that department. So I heard you mention sale, and when I scroll on so is there a drop planned? Is there a sale planned? And when is that? When can we expect that?
Yeah. I don't actually, I don't know if we have a date, like a particular date. So we still think about end of October, beginning of November. And I think we will be announcing that very, very shortly. Like, so
Sure.
it's not far. It's really because the game is in development, everything is working. So I think it will be very shortly. And the drop, actually, if you are in the Discord channel and in Telegram channel, I think there was already an announcement about the drop.
Oh, let me take a look.
Yeah, so you can actually, if you're not a member, and if there are people watching, you can join the Telegram channel and be a part of the drop. I think there are still places. There's
the Discord link. Let me drop that, and then let me grab your Telegram also.
Actually, I have an insight. Like, the guy's telling me that we're looking at the 27th of October.
Oh yeah,
yeah, watching. Hi guys.
Right. Awesome. Okay, so what more can you tell us about the drop? Do we have any idea on what pack costs are going to look like, or pack quantities, and how many NFTs can we expect? Any details there?
Actually, I don't think so, because I think, I think that, guys are still thinking about, because the thing with this game, as I told you, the mechanics are so sophisticated that we need to like calculate everything really perfectly, in terms of, having the perfect amount of NFTs and everything. That's why we have 3 sales, not because, we are greedy. It's
Oh,
because we need to like, first sale will show like the amount of people who are ready to mine the planet, and like the subsequent sales will really depend on that amount. So like the second sale will be calculated with the first sale in mind, in terms of the amount of packs that were opened, with the amount of equipment that were opened, because it will directly influence the mechanics of the game. So we really need to calculate everything perfectly, because it's very important, because balance in our game is the most important thing, and we work on that really, really hard. Like, balance is very important.
yeah, I agree 100% there.
So I think, like, as for the land packs, there will be 500 in the first sale. There will be 500 packs.
That's not very many.
That is not a lot.
Yeah, and they will be sold, I think, for $500.
Wow.
And later, but it's like the most expensive thing. And later they will cost up to 3,000. So they will, because they are limited. There will be, I think, only 1,000 land parts on the planet, and there will be no more. So
I mean, yeah, take my money, count me in.
So I think, that we are limiting everything that's going on. So there will be like 1,000 land plots. Then you can build 100, I think 100 mines
On each land
Yeah.
plot.
So
Oh, neat.
so everything is limited. So I think only like the contractors, like the most basic NFTs, you can buy them easily. There is a question about whitelist. I think you need to go check out the Telegram channel.
Yeah.
Everything is in there. It's explained. I think, the community is still growing, and you still have a chance to be a part of a starting team.
Yeah, fantastic. Let me throw up that Discord link. So there's the Discord invite link, and if you haven't joined, I would get in there. And here is the Telegram, t.me/DeepMine.World. So Eugene, I want to talk a little bit about this token. DME stands for Deepmine Energy. Is that correct?
Yeah.
So what can you tell me about the token? Do we have any specifics about the tokenomics, or like the max supply, or how you'll go about getting the token?
So
like, will it be airdropped?
Is the only hope of the humanity to survive. So it is very important. It's going to be basic. So I think, in terms of tokenomics, I think we will utilize both DME and VEX. They will be used in the economics of the game, because that's the thing. Because everyone is so interconnected in the game. We want to, stimulate the the circulation of tokens. So it's very important, because it's not fun, just digging and putting everything aside. So we will have, like, one of the roles that is going to be one of the very important in the game would be a factory owner. So there will be factories that will produce equipment. And the thing is that the factory produces equipment and sells it for DME. But then when people use that equipment to mine the tokens, they can sell them back for wax to factories. So that's one of the, part of the tokenomics.
Oh, wow.
When we say about play to earn, so there will be a direct link to wax, and obviously with wax you can
right
take it out. So I think, like, for us, it's very important that the token is circulating, and people buy from each other, people order from each other. And the other thing we're going to have is, like, when we get to the core, the beginning of the next phase of the game is building a portal. So people have energy, but they want to get out of the planet because we don't have stars around. So we're building a portal elsewhere, and there are going to be like two ways to use DMEs in terms of portal. You can stake your DMEs there, or you can burn them there. And actually, that's one of the like deflational mechanisms.
Yeah.
So you can burn them, and actually that's how I think it's how do you say it? That's gonna give you like we call it a power in the DAO. Mm-hmm. So you can become a senator. That's one of the roles. That's 101 of the players. They're gonna be senators, and they can vote on a very important thing about the game. And that depends on the amount of tokens you put into the portal.
I see. So you mentioned senators. I think I saw a few other, I guess, jobs or so there's mine owner, contractor, factory owner, and then senator and scientist, geologist. What can you tell us about those specific roles and how would you go about getting those?
Yeah, so as I said, for the geologist, geologist is the one who looks over the land and finds where you should put the mine, obviously. So
okay,
that's very important because you can dig a hole in any part of the field and expect to mine something there. Then we have engineers. So engineers, and as I said, like to be a geologist, engineer, or scientist, you have to collect a particular NFTs. That's going to be like a part of a certificate. And when you have enough NFTs, you get a certificate of a particular profession.
I see.
So as for the engineers, they are able to improve equipment. So there will be equipment, obviously, for mining. And engineers, they are the people that you go and upgrade your equipment. So obviously we're trying to be real to life. When you have something you have in the mine, you are not a specialist to do something with that thing. You go to someone who knows something about mechanics to upgrade it. So that's the profession. And I think they also can, for a limited period of time, they increase efficiency of some equipment. And as for the scientists, they are able to improve the mines, like the total mine, and I think they also can, for a limited period of time, increase the efficiency of the factories. So that's for the professions.
Nice.
So as for the senator, as I said, I think it's like a political role. So and we think there's going to be a part of a mechanics, and maybe just going to be a part of a gameplay that people can give their power to people, like to elect their senator. So like 100 people will say, okay, this guy is going to represent us. We will like burn our tokens for him, and he will go. So we're thinking about that. We're not still sure if we will implement that, but I think it's going to be cool, because like in life, so people obviously, if you have 10,000 people, it will be hard for them to become senators, but they can just choose someone among them and elect him to be a senator for them.
There's so many different elements. You got kind of, symbiotic relationships between the jobs and the token, and, and then you throw in like the senators and stuff who are going to just change things even further with the voting, like you say. So it's a lot of cool relationships you're building within
because
the game.
it's we didn't want to be boring. Like, okay, collect 3 cards, then burn them and get one more cooler card, and what's next? You're gonna do something with those cards. It's gonna be interesting because it's a game, so it's not like just click a button and get a card.
Cool, awesome. All right, Larry, do you have any, what do you think of this project? What is?
Well, I was kind of surprised because I didn't know too much about it. I thought it was going to be kind of your typical mining game, if I'm going to be honest. But I'm actually quite impressed by all the different kind of roles you can take on. Like you say, you're trying to make it very real to life with the, you don't just own a mine and mine on it and click and click and click. You have to find out where to place the mine and get the best tools to mine the resources and things like that. And then you bring in that whole kind of political, I can only imagine what's going to happen when, they open that portal and things, change and evolve and stuff like that. So it's cool. There's a lot of different, ins and outs to this game. It's not just as simple as I thought it would be.
And I think it's important that most of the things will be like one per wallet, so it's going to be limited. So it's not like
really
you will have a mine and then you have 100 bots mining on that mine.
Yeah,
right.
You will have to go and register 100 wallets, which is pain in the ass,
Right.
So it's not practical to do that. So because we think that's the main point of the game, is that people are working together. So people working together, not like bots or anything. So that's why we're limiting most of the stuff. So for example, if you have a land, you can build your own mine on that land, but only one. You can have only one, your own mine on that land. And you would have to call other people to build other mines there.
Interesting.
Yeah, and I like that the team is cognizant of the whale factor, right? So here it says that the balanced economical model to prevent whales from accumulating most of the resources. We've seen that happen in a few projects, and it's really not good for anybody except for really the whale, but not even them, because if they decide they want to try and trash the economy, they're able to do that to some extent. And
and I think that at the beginning of the game, we would have like state-owned factories, and we will need them if people will try to to collude in terms of pricing or anything. We will see if we need them, but they will be there if someone will try to to put, because the thing is that people will be able to put their own price on stuff. So
right.
It's not like, because obviously it's NFTs. That's the point of it. You own it. You can do whatever you want. So to avoid collusion, we would have state-owned factories that will be able to influence the price, so it's fair to all parties in the market, because that's what we want to,
Sure.
So all the parties are happy. And we will see if we need that. Maybe we don't need that. Maybe people will be fair and they will, the market will regulate it itself, like we all expect. But still, we have all this, little tweaks in terms of someone having a bad intentions. So
right.
We want to have a way to stop that.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that it's such a problem, and it's a problem across all blockchains. It's nothing specific to Wax, but it is like any project just starting off, like you have to account for that going in, that you're going to be fighting multi-account abuse. You're going to be fighting bots. And I feel if you build your game or your app with that in mind, and it discouraging it, that you're putting yourself in the best possible position to be successful against it. And I'm really glad to see that you guys are on that team of awareness.
We want this game to be fun. So that's the main thing, and that's why the main idea is cooperation. And we expect from thinking ourselves how we're gonna play it and everything, we think that people will form clans, or they form because the thing is that because mining together is more efficient, obviously people will try and connect with each other, try to strike deals and everything. Because for example, if you work on the mine and the percentage you get from the mining is low, you just go to another mine and the market will regulate itself. So people will try to form syndicates, something. So we're really excited about that, because I think that's going to be a very, very fun part of the game.
So what can you tell me about the technology stack of the actual game? Is it going to be a browser-based game, or will you need it will be browser-based?
Yeah, that's going to be a browser-based, yeah.
And is it a 2D or 3D? What do you have any insight into, or?
I think it's gonna be a mix of both. I think the guys are still working on that.
Yeah.
I'm not a part of a technical team, to be honest.
Okay, no
that's
worries.
for sure. We are thinking more about like the stuff I'm telling you. You know, the mechanics,
Right.
the economics, like we like the underlying thing.
Yeah,
That's the part of the game I work mostly on. So I think,
cool.
you know, we are set to release as much as information as we can, and as I said, everything I told you about the mechanics and professions and everything is going to be published before the sale. So it like pretty soon, I think, like 2 week or two.
Excellent. Yeah.
You're gonna have everything for read, and like you can see how, you know, thought of the game is. So it's not like, you know, we did hurrying up just because there is a NFT rush. No, we really thought about it for a really long time, because there are a lot of elements. So you could read about that. So I actually, like, you know, I have like an ear, like a mic in my ear, because the guys are telling me that it's gonna be a semi 3D. So
Say that again.
like a semi 3D.
Excellent.
So I think it's more like an RPG and everything. And they say that it's gonna be published like in a day or two. All the information about that.
All the documentation.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to find that.
We're gonna make like things public as much as we can, because we think that's fair. You know, people gonna know what it, and you need to know what the game is about before they you know,
right.
commit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I heard the amount of lands and the price tag, and that might be sticker shock to some, but when I hear that and I see what is, you know, starting with this team here, like that, I'm super excited about that.
Well, actually,
and
I only told like the top point.
Right. Yeah.
I think like the entrance point is gonna be like $20.
Nice.
So for the equipment pack, as I said, you know, you can get an equipment and go and work on someone's mind. So there is no, I think we have, like, you know, game roles are developed for people with different levels of commitment.
Right. Yeah, sure.
So you can just get an equipment and go mine on someone's mind, and that's it. So
so there's just the one planet that you named in the beginning.
I mean, like we have it here. We all live on Earth. You know, we don't have another planet. So. But we don't know where the portal might lead us. You know, we are building a portal to see. We don't know where it's gonna lead us.
Nice, very nice.
No, adding planets is very easy. But
sure.
We need to work with what we have.
Sure, excellent. All right, Larry, do you have any questions for Eugene? Does the audience have any questions?
I don't. I'm very excited to see where this project goes. You know, I really like the relationship type aspect of it. You know, you're kind of taking that core foundation of the mining that we see in a lot of different games. You know, even if it's not called mining, they skin it a different way. But you're kind of advancing on that with the relationships and the roles and you know, I don't know. I want to try and be a senator now, basically. I feel like that's the easy job.
It's not gonna be easy.
No.
Senators are the most influential, you know, people on the planet.
Sure.
You need to fight for that role, and you need to earn it.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe I'm out then. I'm looking for the easy way.
Awesome. So just join us, our Telegram, just join our Discord. We are publishing everything there, so you can follow the updates. You'll be
I'm super excited just to see more. I want to see that white paper. I want to see the tokenomics. I want to see what the game
you
looks
have a
like.
Super cool background. Why?
You like it?
Yeah, I should have had that one.
Yeah. I like to do that for our guests. I just throw it together really quickly in Illustrator. But thank you. Awesome. All right, Eugene. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming by today. If the audience doesn't have any questions, we could probably play a little Crittercraft. What do you think, Larry?
Oh yeah, you know I love my Crittercraft.
Cool. Have you ever seen Crittercraft, Eugene?
No, never heard of it.
So yeah, it's a Twitch game that we do, And if you need to run, you can feel free, but we would love for you to hang around and do some giveaways with our audience here. So we put in our Twitch channel, and then the audience should know what to do. They hit put in your wax address, exclamation play.
By the way, until I forgot, actually, you know, in our game, you can stake not only the like the token, you can also stake your NFT cards.
Oh, really?
Another
Nice.
cool thing. If you don't use them, you can stake them, and then get the points, and then exchange them for the token or for other NFT packs. So you know, everything could be put to work in the game.
So like if you're trying to get a factory and you have some of the things for the factory, but it's not ready yet, you can stake those while you're kind of building your factory.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Nice. All right. Yeah. Let me jump in on this also, so I can do some Grubsplode. Eugene, you wanna join in? Are you on? Do you have Twitch?
Probably won't be able to because.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I need to run.
Okay. Well, hey.
We got so much stuff to do because we're having a release so
sure.
so soon.
Yeah. Well, hey. Once again, thank you so much for being with us. I'm hoping that we can have you back after we get a chance to digest all of that good information that we have.
Until I say goodbye, one last thing, which I forgot. You know, I always forget something very important. So as I said, you can stake NFT cards, and you can stake them before the game launch. So, you know, obviously with most games where you buy NFTs, they just lay in your wallet doing nothing. And you can actually stake them before the game is launched. So they already do something and earn something for you. That's an important thing, I think.
Excellent.
That's always good.
Yeah, and so that drop, you said we can expect it at the end of this coming month, right? October, I think you said.
Well, I think the drop is going to be earlier. I think the sale is going to be at the end of the month.
Oh, okay. Awesome. When is the?
So just join the.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah, we will drop that Discord link and encourage all of our Discord members to head on over.
Okay.
Awesome.
Thank you guys for having me. It was
you
nice
bet, Eugene.
You.
Thank you so much for coming by, and we look forward to speaking again.
See everyone on the DeepMine.
Excellent.
Take it easy, Eugene.
Yeah.